Have you ever felt that emotions get in the way of your decisions? The samurai mastered the secret to balancing emotion and logic, even in the most critical moments. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use this wisdom in your daily life to be calmer, more focused, and more effective. Stay until the end and discover tools that can transform your life. Often, we make decisions based solely on emotion, which can lead us to make impulsive choices. Other times we are so rational that we ignore what we really feel, creating regrets and internal conflicts. The samurai, known for their discipline and wisdom, discovered that the secret lies in balance, not just reason, nor just emotion. It is the harmony between the two that gives us the clarity to act effectively and calmly. One of the pillars of samurai philosophy is Seishin Tanren, which means strengthening the mind. For them, it was impossible to control emotions or make good decisions without first training the mind. But don't worry, we are not talking about something mystical or inaccessible. This strengthening begins with simple practices such as conscious breathing and meditation. Imagine being faced with a challenge, and before reacting, you take a deep breath, calm your mind, and respond with clarity. It seems small, but it can change everything. Many people think that emotional balance is something distant, but the truth is that small changes in the way we deal with our emotions can already make a big difference. The samurai understood this as constant training. They knew that in order to control the sword on the battlefield, they first needed to control their mind. This was not a luxury. It was a necessity for survival. A practical example comes from a very simple but powerful technique: conscious breathing. It works like this. When you are facing a moment of tension, close your eyes if you can. Breathe deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for another 4, and release slowly through your mouth for another 4 seconds. Repeat this for a minute. It seems basic, but this practice immediately reduces anxiety and gives you back control. The samurai used techniques like this to enter what they called a state of calm alertness, a kind of serene readiness. It helped them act with clarity, even under enormous pressure. And the best part is, this state isn't unique to them. It's something anyone can develop with the right training. Now, think about the impact this has on your day-to-day life. Whether it's a difficult conversation, making an important decision, or even an internal conflict, this ability to stop, breathe, and rebalance your emotions can be a game changer. In addition to breathing, another essential principle that the samurai applied was kan no Mizo, no Kokoro, which can be translated as the mind as the surface of water. They believed that the mind should be as clear and calm as a waveless lake, capable of accurately reflecting everything around it. So how do you achieve this clarity in today's chaotic world? One practical strategy is mindful observation. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, what's really going on here? Observe the facts, without judgment or assumption. This helps you separate what you feel from what's actually happening, something the samurai trained hard to do. For example, imagine you receive criticism at work. Your immediate reaction might be defensiveness, anger, or sadness. But by using your mind as the surface of water, you give yourself a moment to reflect. Is this about me or the speaker's perspective? This pause empowers you to respond in a more balanced and effective way. And here's the magic. When you practice this skill regularly, you start to notice changes in all areas of your life. Conversations become more productive, decisions become more accurate, and most of all, you feel more at peace with yourself. Now let's talk about one last samurai teaching that can transform the way you deal with challenges: the concept of Kaizen. Although it is widely known as continuous improvement in the corporate world, its origins are deeply rooted in samurai philosophy. For them, the idea was simple. Every day was a new opportunity to improve, even if it was just 1%, and this applied not only to sword training, but also to the mind and heart. Small, constant adjustments have the power to create big transformations over time. How does this work in practice? Let's imagine that you want to react more calmly in stressful situations. Instead of expecting change to happen overnight, you start small today. You practice breathing before reacting to something irritating. Tomorrow, you try to identify what triggered that emotion. And the next day, you try to adjust your response. The secret of Kaizen is not to demand perfection, but rather progress. A small advance every day is much more powerful than big changes made abruptly. And do you know what's most incredible? When you apply this philosophy, you begin to notice that your emotions stop controlling you. It is you who starts controlling them. The samurai knew that it's not the size of the change that matters, but the consistency. And that's something we can all embody, starting right now. Now you have in your hands 3 fundamental teachings of the samurai philosophy: conscious breathing, the mind as the surface of the water, and continuous improvement with Kaizen. These are simple but incredibly powerful practices that can transform the way you deal with your emotions and make decisions in your daily life. And I want to challenge you to start today. Choose one of these techniques and apply it to a situation in your routine. Test it, experiment. You will notice that, over time, balancing emotion and logic becomes natural. If this content made sense to you, leave your comment below. I want to know. Which of these practices will you start applying? And of course, share this video with someone you believe can benefit from these ideas. Let's spread more balance and clarity around the world together. Oh, and if you want more content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's much more to come on how to live with wisdom and purpose. Until next time.